over there trying to drum up interest in what they're doing in this area, in this public area, where a permit is not required to set up. The cannabis vendors set up in this area frequently. So this is a very lax area in terms of setting up to draw people to your particular area of interest. And Jehovah's Witnesses will be here typically on a Saturday morning. It's about 11 o'clock. They will typically be here. They will typically be right here, right there. But again, this is a public place. And no doubt word has spread that there's someone going around politely asking them to leave. It's the first thing he's asking them to do. And in a public place, I guess they know they have to. If they're going to call themselves true Christians, if you're in a public place and somebody comes up to you, anybody comes up to you, anybody whatsoever, and politely asks you to leave, leave, because you saw them do that one time. So that is a possibility. If it's a public place and you're asked to leave, leave. And you notice they're not here. We will see if they are in a publicly accessed private area where they get to talk about the authority they have to be there. The authority Caesar granted them to be there, because they're not here, and you saw they went over there in front of that vacant store. This is Vancouver, by the way, when the sun shines. It's very rare. Yeah, okay. Hi. Am I invited?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
The schedule is there and the place is also there.
Okay.
That's in
Sunday, March 18th. Sunday, March 18th? Oh no, Saturday, March 31st.
March 31st, this is the special event to commemorate.
It's the commemoration.
Yeah.
And the talk on the 18th.
Yeah.
That's the special public talk.
Yes.
This is going to be the actual memorial.
Yes.
Okay. I used to study the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it was a really positive experience.
Yes.
I think a person is going to learn things studying the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses that they're not going to learn anywhere else.
Yeah,
right?
If you study the Bible, it makes you a good person, not a bad person.
That's right. Makes you a good person.
Yeah.
But I was about 17 when I started studying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when did you get the treat, by the way?
Oh, I was in the Philippines before my parents are also, actually I'm born as my parents are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Your parents were Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah, but I have to study the Bible.
Right. But your very first exposure to Jehovah's Witnesses came as a result of being born to Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah. I was 17, and at the time, the couple that took the interest in me, they were coming to get me at my home, bring me to their home to have the study. So they were really going out of their way for me. They were showing me a lot of personal interest.
But they are not forcing you to you baptize. They are not getting you.
Can I finish my story?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. It's interesting your story.
It is. Okay. I forget where I was. Where was I? Oh yeah, they were coming to get me at my home, to bring me to their home to have the study, and then bring me to school for my first class.
Wow.
So this happened for about 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I guess they decided, well, I was ready to go to that first meeting.
Yeah.
So they had been talking about me, I guess, a little bit. So when I went to that very first meeting, as a newly interested person,
You're still high school at that time.
I was in college,
college.
first year college in Montreal. Yeah, you start college at 17, 18 in Quebec. So by the time I went to that first meeting, they had been talking about me a little bit.
Yeah.
So when I went to that meeting, everybody was sort of coming up to me, kind of going, "Oh, hi, are you Nanya?" My name's Nanya, by the way.
Oh, Nanya, I'm Brahma.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And Marcel.
Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah. So they're like, "Hey, Nanya, nice to meet you. You've been studying with brother and sister so-and-so." And I said, "Yeah, I guess so." And the interest that they were taking in me, and the kindness and the warmth and everything, I thought, I had never experienced anything like that.
You are too much welcome.
And that kind of really struck me. So I wanted to study. I wanted to take the interest in becoming an unbaptized publisher, a baptized publisher, a few years later an auxiliary pioneer, a few years later after that a regular pioneer, maybe go to Bethel, maybe learn another language, go serve where the need is great, like all these other options. So I thought, you know what, let me leave school, let me leave behind this promise I was showing in this other area, and let me see what I can do about becoming a servant of the true God in the last days. And I took it pretty seriously for a long time. I took it very seriously for a long time. And but I remember when I first started studying, the way the literature would talk about people who leave the organization, how people who leave the organization are turning their backs on God.
Yeah.
People who leave the organization have allowed the demons to get the better of them. How people who leave the organization can't be trusted. They're deceitful, they will lie, they will twist things, and I thought, okay, well, I would never want to do that. I would never want to turn into that kind of person. So let me keep studying and stay loyal. But I've discovered, like, over the years, talking to people who have left the organization, that actually they're quite enthusiastic about telling the truth. They're quite enthusiastic about seeking the truth. And I started learning things about how Watchtower is covering up child abuse, how Watchtower won't talk about the number of people that their policies are getting to kill themselves, how Watchtower won't talk about the number of people that are martyring themselves in hospital beds. And I thought, where's the honesty there? Where's the disclosure there? So I've been talking to Jehovah's Witnesses lately about these issues, and you kind of see the interest in the conversation disappear. Like you're losing interest in talking to me right now, aren't you?
So what makes
You're losing interest in talking to me right now. Like it shows.
No?
Okay.
What makes you stop studying the Bible?
The fact that Watchtower will paint. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, what did she say?
30 minutes. Because we have 30 minutes.
Oh, your shift is over?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are you guys taking over? Oh, hi. How's it going? Yeah, I was talking to the sister about. What did you ask me? Why did I stop studying? What did you ask me? I forget. It was a good question. What did you ask me? No, I was thinking about it and I was answering, and then she came and I
Yeah, because 30 minutes we have.
No, but what did you ask me? It was a really good question.
Oh,
Why did I stop studying? Yeah, why did I stop studying?
Okay, guys. We'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Yeah. You can go home. Can we go home now? Yeah. Okay. I'll ask you a question. Why don't you start studying again?
Right. She asked me why I stopped studying, and I was saying that as soon as I started studying, I remember in the literature, Watchtower would paint people who leave this organization, who stop studying, who no longer want to be Jehovah's Witnesses, that the only reason that would happen was because they turned their back on God. They let the demons influence them, and they've decided to just become fleshly, worldly people. They've chosen the world instead of God, and they can't be trusted, and they're kind of just going to die at Armageddon. If they don't come back to Jehovah, the only option for them is that they're going to die at Armageddon. And I thought,
I don't think that's ever been printed like that.
oh, well, it has, unfortunately, stressed in the literature. And the elders, you should hear what the elders say in the judicial committees when they meet with people who are in a spiritual crisis, 3-on-1 in the back room.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the thing is that people who've been in that situation are able to tell their story now like never before through social media and Facebook and websites.
Oh, yeah.
And we're able to learn things about one another. People who question this organization,
Yeah. Are you videotaping?
yes, I am. Yes, I am.
So don't speak.
Don't speak.
You're not speaking to him because you do not have our permission to videotape us.
Say that again. What don't I have?
No comment.
But you just
No
said
comment.
no. You just
No
said
comment.
you just said I don't have the permission to videotape you.
Me.
Okay. Would you like to know why you're wrong?
No, we don't want to speak with you. Thank you.
Okay.
And we know all about your videotaping us. We know Stuart. We're not stupid people. We've all got choices.
Would you please leave?
No, you leave.
I've asked you first to please leave.
No, I will not leave.
No.
I've got permission
Okay.
to stand here.
I just asked you to
No,
leave.
we won't leave.
I just asked you to leave.
No, we will not leave. You are not in
And you
charge
said
of this area.
and you said please leave. Say I ask you to do something, you don't do it,
Go away.
and you think it's
Go away.
you think it's your right
Go away.
to tell me to
Go
do
away.
something
Go away.
because you have the
Go
authority
away.
from God.
Video. Go away. Is that yours? Yeah. It's yours.
Wow. You just grabbed my personal property, man.
I'm very sorry about that, but you're okay.
You're gonna be sorry, possibly. Okay. You're doing a good job, brother. I know you're trying to turn the conversation somewhere else.
Excuse me.
Congregation you belong to.
I'm in some
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good congregation.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you anyway. It's quite a nice day for it. So.
It's awesome. I can believe how warm it is.
We were snowboarding yesterday at Cyprus.
Oh, yeah.
I've just gotten into it. We just started.
So where are you from?
I'm from England.
I know.
The north near Manchester.
I'm from Oldham.
Really?
Yeah.
From Oldham?
Yeah.
Why haven't you been here?
So where are you from again?
Just the north.
Oh, me too. Recognize the accent.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Hey?
I
It takes two to tango, two to tango, two to tango.
Stuart. Anyways, have a good day, Stuart.
Yeah, I still got it all.
You're touching me with your bag? You're touching me with your bag, sir. I'll move.
We're going. See ya. Yeah, so you're out today, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. I met you with Matthew. So I was on the news for you. Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
I know! Like,
What do you know about this guy? When you say this guy, you're referring to me? Excuse me, he's referring to me. When you say this guy, what do you mean? When you say this guy, what do you mean? Look at the face. Look at the face. Look at this true Christian face. When you say this guy, we know about this guy, what do you mean? You're talking about me, I'm standing right here. Yeah, you guys prefer it when we're far away, don't you?
Hey, excuse
I'm not
me.
scared of you.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to scare you.
Excuse me.
Oh, sir, you're pushing into me. You're pushing into me. I'm trying to read the memorial invitation. Why are you pushing into me? See, you guys initiate the physical contact. You initiate the physical contact. And then you call the police and you talk about how I harass you. You prove yourselves hypocrites every minute, it seems, in situations like this, and still you call the police. It's good. It's good. 181707 is my file number.
Okay.
Yeah. We are having what one officer told me is a discrepancy between two parties. I have not physically touched you. That sister snatched personal property away from me.
I picked up and stuck.
Careful. Careful. Careful, because I can prove what you did. So call the police and let's get this. Say that again. Oh. I love it. I love it. I love it. Satan is with us. I was trying to talk to the sister about that, and I'm glad to hear you put it so bluntly. Satan is with us. You guys heard that. Satan is with us. Wow. Say that again. Say that again. Where is Satan? Where is Satan? Interesting. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Satan is with us. Amazing. How many times does Satan not call the police when a child reports being molested by one of Jehovah's Witnesses? Yeah. How many times does Satan show up in a hospital and encourage someone to make their stand for Jehovah and martyr themselves in a hospital bed? How many times does Satan enforce organizational policy that reduces ex-Jehovah's Witnesses to a depressed mess who kill themselves? Yeah. It's amazing how you guys won't look at yourselves the way you want everyone else in the world to look at themselves. That's amazing. And when somebody like me turns up to present you with some arguments you don't want to hear, you call it Satan. You snatch our personal property out of our hands and you initiate physical contact and you call the police. If that isn't, like, I should call Saturday Night Live and, like, show them this footage so they can, because, like, I'm not a comedy writer, but there's definitely some good comedy material happening here. Definitely some excellent comedy material. But you'd never watch. If Saturday Night Live did a skit about Jehovah's Witnesses based on actual events, that would be Satan attacking you, wouldn't it? It wouldn't just be people laughing at you. March 31st. Okay. False Creek's hosting it this year. Okay, that's good. Yeah. You know, there's a guy in Woodland Hills, California doing this work, and a guy named Philip Ingram, the brother in the congregation, served him with a restraining order and didn't even have the decency to contact him personally or to show up with the cop that served it. See, when it suits you to just bully people, you bully people. And when it suits you to be persecuted Christians, then that's what you are. It's amazing. No one's ever going to hate you guys for being true Christians. We're too busy being shocked at how ridiculous believing what you believe has turned you into in this day and age. Anyway, I hope the police do come. And I've noticed, like, he might try to look like he's calling the police, but the person actually calling the police will be, like, somewhere else. Like, you guys tried to pull that trick the other day. Did you actually call? Did you actually call? Yeah, record me. Record me. Record me. Record me. You should record me. Because everything that you guys have been doing is up there on YouTube. Hey. Yeah, good. Give him a call. 1-81707. Good. There, I came to the hall a couple of months ago, and you walked right past me with a big smile on your face, ignoring me. Not even a hi. You just jump right to the part where you conclude I've been overtaken by demons, so you can, like, just be superior. Right inside the Kingdom Hall. You couldn't even look at me and smile, Louis. You're smiling now, but you're not smiling. You're chuckling. You're chuckling at the demon-possessed apostate, aren't you? I can't possibly have anything to show you about yourself. The only person in the world who can show you something about yourself is the 7 men in New York. People who leave this organization are just dead. So it's okay to call the police, to lie to the police about what happened, to initiate physical contact, and to call yourself the persecuted one. It's okay to just do whatever you want. I mean, Jehovah's just going to kill us anyway at Armageddon, so what difference does it make if you treat us like dirt between now and then? I was having a conversation with the sister about how I got the truth and what got me asking questions, and as soon as the conversation goes in a direction you can't control, or in a direction that doesn't flatter you, this is what you become. And you guys insist all day how you're not cult members. Like, you're going to tell yourself, I'm not a cult member. I'm not a cult member later. When did you get the truth? Were you raised in this cult? Was it a relative that introduced you to the good news of God's kingdom? Everything is naked and openly exposed before Jehovah. What difference does it make if I'm recording you? You should be happy to answer these questions knowing people are going to watch. But again, you can't control that. See, when it suits you and when you can control the situation, then you talk about how good, how loyal, how faithful, how zealous, how knowledgeable you are. Yeah. This is a public place. I politely asked you guys to leave. You won't leave. Really, you shouldn't set up here anymore. This is a public area. You should set up where you have the authority from Caesar. Caesar gives you authority to set up at SkyTrain stations. This is a public place, so I get to be here all day long. And you've initiated physical contact. That sister snatched my property away from me, so that's a mistake. And I hope he really is calling, and he's not just posturing. Here we go.
Where the Witness is. Now he's approaching me as well. He's just here while I'm in front of you. Oh, he's just all kinds of things. He's just trying to put us down and things like that. So now he does it.
Why won't you let me hear what he's saying about me on the phone to the cops?
No.
Why won't you let me hear what he's saying on the phone to me about the cops? You're trying to shield me from recording him talk about the cops to me, Louis. Look at you right now. Let me hear what he's saying to the cops.
No, Caucasian.
Stuart Lefebvre, man. 181707. There's a file on me. I'm telling you the number. See, I'm ready to tell the truth, the total truth to the cops. You guys want to walk around and have me not hear what you're saying. Yep. Yeah, have him come. Have him come. Yeah, clear your throat, brother.
I'm a bit ill.
Oh, you sure are.
No Caucasian. Probably, I don't know. Tall, yeah. I suppose. Yeah, a big real dad, about 6'3".
Oh, right. Now you're comfortable hearing me say that.
He's wearing a tie, a shirt. Thank you very much.